Hey, good morning, everyone. Happy Wednesday to you. Hope everybody's doing very well. Coffee in hand, soda, water, milk, juice, tea, whatever you drink. Beer, maybe for some, wine for some, I guess. You just never know, do you? Okay, I'm looking forward today. Having a couple of days, sort of having my day disrupted is disruptive. I don't like it. Back to normal, maybe. All right, so what do we have going on here? Let's take this real time off. Here we go in the market. Boom. So we've got this hammer and we've got this doji here. And I don't know what you're going to call this here. It is a little bearish engulf, I guess, if you want to look at it as engulfing that candle here. What I see yesterday was a candle that did not really push this downtrend down. Then I see with these three candles right in here, together, what I see is a little bit of a partnership building in here. Now that does not mean anything, okay? That doesn't mean a doggone thing for fact. It doesn't mean that we're going to take off and start building some kind of relief rally. And by the way, the emphasis is relief, just a little relief. I still think we have more downside here. But I do think a little relief rally is in the cards, whether it is, today, tomorrow, the next day, maybe next week. We might bounce around, get closer to this 1,000 period moving average. That's right there. We might get closer to that. I just want to keep an eye on this and make sure that make sure if we are trying to construct a bottom or are we not trying to construct a bottom. Where the bottom constructing is, there's going to be some charts go both ways, both long, and there's going to be an awful lot of charts that will chop around in here. And those are the ones you kind of want to stay away from because those will just chop you up. It's what they do. So want to be a little careful here. Then we put this real time on. And you can see we're getting a little bit bullish in here. Nothing to get excited about, believe me. So we just have to watch our toes today. We don't want to get them crushed. What else? Let's take a look at that T2123. We are insanely oversold. What does that mean? It just means I like to say the word insanely. That's all. There's no guarantee that we get some kind of lift or a bounce. Oversold can last an awful long time. Now, with that said, let's just take a look at this chart. Let's just take a little peek at it. And when you look at this chart and what I said here a moment ago, we can stay oversold a long time. Look what typically happens. Typically, we start bouncing up. This one, we actually bounced up and came back. So while oversold can last a long time, and I guess what I'm really saying about that is here we are oversold. We could come up a little bit and just dive right back down. Come up a little bit and dive right back down. And that's how we could stay oversold a long time. But as you can see, what history shows us is that we pop up here. So while history might not be the perfect indicator, one thing about the market, it doesn't know how to do anything new. It's all about repeating itself. The market repeats itself over and over and over. It's like one book that it has ever read. It's the only book that it has, and it continually reads the same book. The market may open up the book on the 47th chapter, which is different from the first chapter, do something a little different, but it'll all be in the same book. And if you go back and if you just look at that history, look at the book, you'll see that all market, charts, everything just simply repeats itself. You just have to, you have to read that book a few times, and you just have to know what chapter the market is on at this time here. T2123, I guess if I had an indicator other than the chart and price, this would be my favorite. I guess we should call this an indicator. I'm not sure what to call it. 15-minute chart. We're not bullish yet. Price action wise, we have a little bit of a bottom. We're up, a little sideways, but we're not bullish yet. Bullish is when this thing is dots are green and we're above them, not toying with them, but above them. The hourly chart would be the big dog here, and we're nowhere near bullish. So the bears absolutely own this market. There's no question about it. No question at all. So the first thing that the bulls have to do is work their way out of this wet blanket they're on. So we'll keep an eye on that. Okay, I had a bit of a crazy morning here, and honestly, I didn't pull any trade ideas out. So I'm going to kind of shoot from the hip here. And what I'm going to do is let's take a look at some of the big boys up there and just see what they're doing. Like NVDA here. NVDA is sitting on the 1,000 period moving average. And so this is where I want to have a little bit of caution about buying or selling. Now, below it, I am absolutely bearish. If I was to take that away right now, I'd absolutely be bearish. As I look at these charts, and I would absolutely be bearish because price is under the T line is under the trend indicator, and a trend is a trend is a trend, and the trend is moving down. So I take another little closer look at this, and I see so far this morning, doji, small body doji. Are we building something here we should be concerned about? Well, we could be. The problem is we did the same thing here and it failed. We really did the same thing here and it failed. So we can't give it any cookies. I mean, it's just not, it's got to prove it to us, right? So maybe what this is, let's wait and see what happens. That 1,000 period moving average is going to give me it's going to make me keep it on closer on my list. Because if we do start to do something like that, okay, I could get interested. If we start to do this, I could get interested. Right now, I just want it on my watch list for what it's doing. Let's let it give us the clue which direction. Let's see if another one has come up. Cutter's Costco. So here's Costco here. We're in a downtrend, so the sellers are winning. We put in yeah, by golly, that's a little bullish engulf, isn't it? So let's do this. Let's put a line, and I'm going to look at, I'm going to use the body of this bullish engulf. So over that bullish engulf body, I will consider this as a bullish trade. Other than that, the sellers still own it. I can't help noticing the current candle being put in here. Can't help noticing that. So do we want to run out and short Costco right now? Right? I mean, the first minute of the market, probably not. Probably not. If it was to get below and negate that bullish engulf candle down there, okay. Yeah, that could happen. So what I'm going to watch for is a buy signal. And the buy signal will consist of simply showing me bullishness, seeing a little bullish activity in the market, feeling a little better about the bulls than I do the bears. And we'll evaluate that as we go today. Because what we have something here that looks a little bit like, okay, hey, I just might watch this for a long if it starts popping up. The thing about the market can change in 5 minutes. And it could be very short-lived. So we want a little proof in there. But right now, Costco, about 9% up to the 50 there. How about ABBV? Let's see what that looks like. Look at ABBV. Look at the trend on this. Look at that trend. Man, that's going uphill. That's nice. Now let's consider 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles, maybe 6 candles. So let's look at these 6 candles. Here we're in this downtrend. Nothing bullish about that, other than it is coming down to the trend, that little trend we could put in there. It is doing that. And then all of a sudden we get this bullish engulf. So let's just extend that little arrow down. There's our bullish engulf. If we put a little sideways arrow, and if we come to the top of this candle here and we put a little sideways candle right there, that's telling us a story. We're right at the trend. We're flirting with the 50 period moving average, and we're consolidating. This is what sets us up for a movement one way or the other, of movement to the bullish side and a movement to the bearish side. For those that's concerned about the 200 period moving average, you have let's see how many choices. You have one choice of just turn them off, and now they're not there. You have another choice to simply wait till price moves over that, right? So over there, if we take a look at ABBV, great target right in here. We'll put one right in here, a little bit up, a little bit higher. And then we get up into this area here. So looks like there's plenty movement on ABBV here. The big thing is just to break out of that little consolidated box that it is printing in there. Hey, Julian. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Julian, Fred, Thomas, Ricardo, Billy, JW, Mike, Ed. Good morning, everyone. Yeah, the hurricane here. There's a lot of people in that hurricane neighborhood. Please be careful if you can hear me. If you guys need any help, just shout at us, okay? I have family down there as well. We've been, in contact with them, and everything is all good. But everybody here, if you need something, holler. You need something sent to you that we can do, we'll take care of it. So be safe and keep us up to date, please. Please keep us up to date. So let's see, what else do we have here? Let's look at another one of these. J&J. J&J, this is one that I've talked about this for the last few days. I'm just kind of waiting for it, and it's still holding up. I'm waiting for J&J to be up here inside this little green box, basically above the 50 period moving average. And then I might have to look at a J&J trade. Last night, was it Lilly? Yeah, it was Lilly. I was looking at Lilly here. Look at this. Man, Lilly's rocking. Really is rocking Lilly. That's what everybody needs. There we go. So we'll keep an eye on that one. Anything above 323.75, I'm going to look at as bullish. Now, thank you, Julian, for posting that out there. And seriously, if anyone needs anything, let us know. If we can help, we can help. Okay? If we can, we will. So. Hey, Sean, good morning. Sean is watching XOP on the hourly chart. Look at that hourly chart setting up. Look at that. That's setting up pretty nice. You guys do know that you can trade, I don't do much with intraday, but it doesn't mean that you can't have that as a tool. I have that as a tool from time to time. And look at that chart on the hourly. You may think it stinks on the daily. I don't even remember what it looked like on the daily. But look at that bottom forming here. Look at the targets that we have here. Man, plain as day. Plain as day. Let's see what that does look like on the daily. There you go. Yeah. Thank you, Sean. The other one was Oxy that you're looking at. Oxy. Here's downtrend on Oxy. Oxy's trying to come up. Let's move this into the hourly. Look at that bottom on the hourly. Nice. Nice candle. Good follow through. Moving average. Price over here as targets. Looks fantastic. Thank you very much. Let's see. Anything popping up? Let me see what's on this list right here. if anything. There we go. That'll help me out. How's our Google doing? Uh-oh, Google. So is this the time to start buying Google? Let's be a little, we're still not going to get into bottom picking business, okay? I just don't think that's healthy. Let's keep an eye on it. But we sure could be there. We could be ready for a little relief rally here. All right. Let's call that an afternoon here, a morning. Oh, Thomas has MO short. It is still looking short. Yep, it's still looking short. Nothing about this morning says that it's not going to continue to the downside. If we do start to get a little relief rally, I'd just keep an eye on it, because a lot of charts are going to try to put their head above water. They may not stay above water, but they may try to put their head above water. So anyway, nice short setup right now. Very nice. Okay, everyone, you guys all take care. We'll see you here in about 25 minutes. Hey, today, this is important. Live trading alerts. I think Ed's got some new stuff. Yeah, some new stuff. And I sure plan to be there. And I really, really would hope that everyone can join in and find out what's new in live trading alerts, okay? Thank you very much, everybody. We'll see you in a little bit here.